Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something that feels a bit like science fiction, but it's happening right now. AI-powered scams. This isn't the old kind of fraud we're used to. We're talking about accessible AI making deception automated, scalable, and, well, terrifyingly realistic. So our plan today is to dig into a recent industry report, The Synthetic Threat. We want to pull out the key insights, understand how this new fraud wave is already here, and figure out how we can protect ourselves. Let's get into it.
Okay, so at its core, what we're seeing is AI basically supercharging classic social engineering, right?
Exactly. The core tactics are the same, preying on emotions like fear, greed, urgency, even love. But the tools are just radically different.
So what are these key tools? What does the report highlight?
Well, first you've got large language models, LLMs. These things can write incredibly persuasive phishing emails, scam scripts, flawless English, perfect tone.
Right, so no more obvious grammar mistakes as a red flag. None. It can sound exactly like your bank or maybe mimic a colleague's writing style perfectly. It's uncanny. Then there's AI voice cloning. This is pretty unsettling.
How does that work?
It can replicate someone's voice, like almost perfectly, from just a tiny audio sample, maybe 3 seconds.
3 seconds, that's it.
Yeah, grab from social media, a podcast clip, even an old voicemail. He gets the accent, the cadence, everything.
Wow. Okay.
Think about that. Trust built over years. It can be manipulated in just moments with a convincing fake voice. And then, of course, there are deepfakes.
The videos and photos?
Exactly.
Fake.
Hyper-realistic fakes, swapping faces onto bodies, making people appear to say or do things they never did. The report actually calls deepfakes the ultimate weapon of social engineering.
Because if you can't trust your own eyes and ears...
What's left to trust? It hits right at the foundation of how we perceive reality online.
Okay, so these aren't just theoretical threats. We're seeing them used together.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There are some chilling real-world examples.
Like the Erupt case back in February.
Yeah, that one was huge. A Hong Kong employee transferred $25 million.
Ow.
It started with a phishing email, but then escalated to a multi-person video conference call. Everyone on the call, except the victim, was a deepfake.
Everyone, like AI personas of real executives?
Exactly. Instructing him to make the transfers. It's sophisticated, targeted deception.
That's corporate level. What about individuals? Is it hitting closer to home, too?
Definitely. The emotional manipulation is intense. Think about the grandparent scam, but now with a perfect voice clone of a grandchild crying, panicking, demanding ransom money.
Oh, that's awful.
It is. There was that Arizona mother, Jennifer DiStefano. She got a call, heard her daughter sobbing, demanding $1 million. The voice was perfect.
Unbelievable. Are these common?
Disturbingly so. The report mentions something like 1 in 4 people have experienced an AI voice scam attempt. And for those who fall for it, 77% lost money.
57%.
Yeah. And we're also seeing these industrialized pig butchering scams, romance scams, essentially.
How does AI fit in there?
Criminal groups use AI chatbots to manage hundreds of conversations at once, building deep fake relationships over weeks, months.
Using AI-generated photos, too.
Yes, so you can't reverse image search them. Then maybe a quick deep fake video call to seal the deal, build that trust, before they convince the victim to invest in fake crypto platforms. It's brutal.
The scale is just mind-boggling. What about the financial cost overall?
It's staggering. Projections for the U.S. alone suggest Gen AI fraud could hit $40 billion by 2027.
$40 billion.
And globally. Cybercrime costs are predicted to reach $10.5 trillion annually by 2025. If cybercrime were a country, it'd have the 3rd largest GDP.
That's almost incomprehensible, but the report says there's something maybe even worse than the money, right?
Yes, and this is crucial. The report calls it the systemic erosion of digital trust.
The liar's dividend.
Exactly. That's the term. When deepfakes and AI clones become common, it gets harder to believe anything you see or hear online. Everything becomes suspect. It creates this climate of constant doubt.
So is there a tech solution? Can we detect this stuff reliably?
Not really, unfortunately. The detection tools are... well, they're lagging behind. Often no better than a coin flip, the report suggests. There's no magic bullet technology right now.
So what do we do?
The defense has to be multi-layered. And honestly, it starts with us. Human vigilance.
Okay, like what? For individuals, families.
Cultivate a culture of verification. That's key. Practice the simple habit. Hang up, look up, call back.
Explain that.
If you get an urgent, unexpected call demanding money or info, even if it sounds exactly like your boss or your kid, just hang up.
Just hang up.
Yep. Then find their number independently from your contacts, a trusted source, and call them back directly. Verify the situation yourself.
Makes sense. What else?
Maybe establish a family safe word or a specific question only your family members would know the answer to as an extra layer of verification.
Good idea. And for businesses, they're big targets too.
Absolutely. Corporations need to build what the report calls a human firewall. That means serious, realistic training on these new AI scams, and crucially, fostering a blame-free culture. Employees need to feel safe reporting something suspicious without fear of getting in trouble.
And processes.
Mandate multi-channel verification for anything sensitive. Like if you get an email asking for a big wire transfer, that must be confirmed through a separate channel, a phone call to a known number, an in-person chat before any money moves. No exceptions.
So it's really a combination of individual awareness, corporate procedures, and presumably government action too.
Precisely. Individual vigilance, companies rethinking security around people, and yes, governments working to close regulatory gaps. It needs all three.
Okay. So wrapping this up, it's clear AI-powered fraud isn't just coming, it's here. It's a major shift, and the tools for deception are more powerful than ever before. But as you said, maybe our best defense is still us. Our critical thinking, our skepticism, our willingness to just pause and verify. So maybe the question for everyone listening is, after hearing all this, what's one new habit you will adopt to better protect yourself and maybe your family in this changing digital world? Something to think about.